Hello! Oh geez, you're getting a double dose video today. Welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. Uh, so I realized that I kind of flew through the character creator, and I did not get any sleep last night thinking about, oh man, I should have shown everyone the character creator. It could be really fun. I could do a fun thing with that. So I just wanted to go through it and look at the options of that with you guys, and just kind of explore some fun characters together. And then we'll just to show you other options that you could play in this game, because my character is very boring and basic, but it's the story I want to go through with that character. I just know other people like elves and other fantasy creatures and characters, which I understand, I do too, but I have a certain story that I want to go through with a certain character, so that's what I'm doing. But yeah, let's ooh, you know what? Let's make this really interesting. One second here. Let me just jostle around some stuff here. I got with me my D&D dice. We are going to randomize some characters per race. So we will randomize it per race. So let's step in, shall we? Okay, here we are. We chose male for mine, so should we just choose female, then male, then female, and male for each race, or let's randomize it. Let's do the dice. So we're gonna roll a d4. 1 and 2 are male, 3 and 4 are female. That is a 1, so it's another male. Let's do a d6, and if a 1 rolls, then we will not count it. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's an elf. So a male elf. Elves are the dominant race in Air Glanfath, and the white that wins, and are extremely common in the Deerwood and Adir. Elves are known for their speed and intelligence, as well as a commonly isolationist nature. Dexterity +1 and perception +1. That's pretty good. Okay, Wood Elf or Pale Elf? That is a 2, so we're going to go with Wood Elf. Wood Elves trace their beginnings far north of present day. I'm not going to read through all that. I'll let you guys pause that if you want. Distant advantage. Gain against any enemy that is more than 4 meters away. Wood Elves gain a bonus to accuracy, deflection, and reflex. Good rangers then. That's cool. Pale Elves. Elemental endurance. So this is what the Pale Elf looks like. Elemental endurance. They're good with burn and freeze damage reductions. And this is a Wood Elf. But we got a Wood Elf. So we're going to roll a d12 for this, and since there's 11, we'll not count the 12. A 4 again. Okay. So we're going to go with a Druid. So Druids are the magic users that deal with nature and shape-shifting, and I'm sure if you know about RPGs like this, then you know what a Druid is, but for those who don't, Druids are really cool, and they have some really neat abilities. They get a +1 to lore and a +2 to survival. Yeah, so let's choose a Druid. They're gonna turn into a bear. Wait, no. Let's roll for it. Yeah, it's a stag. Cool. Spirit Shift Stag. Okay, we're gonna give them... We don't really need to focus on this too much, because it's not a character we're gonna play, I just want to show you guys. Okay, culture. 5. So they are from the Rautai. Dominated by the Alma nation of Rautai, the Gulf itself is host to a number of nations, most of them Alma, Orlin, and Dwarven. Though these countries are relatively young, they are some of the most advanced colonial settlements in the East. The Gulf is a land of riches and resources for those who can take them, though the entire coast is often pummeled by violent storms. Constitution +1. Cool. That's awesome. Oh, a nice little looking druid there. That's cool. We're gonna be a hunter. You live for the thrill of the chase, whether for glory or for sustenance. You have made your living taking the lives of wild creatures. Weird for a druid, but sure, why not? A druid that protects the forest by hunting animals or something. I don't know. I never have played as a druid. I don't know much about them personally, but they are cool. Stealth +1, survival +1. Okay, I didn't get to show you guys the portraits, really, because I just kind of flew through that. So yeah, let's look at some portraits. So let's start at 1. You got the Aomawan race, I think it is called. I always forget the name of them. There's a few of them. They look pretty neat. There's the dwarves. And the elves. Lots of elves. It's weird that they give the elves so many when they don't give the dwarves or the Aomawans that much. These are the godlike. The godlike are a race in this game that is really cool and unique, and I hope we get to, well, we definitely will get to make one of them in this. Then there's human. That's a good one. Some helmeted people, if you want them to be, if they don't look like how you want them to, you can cover up their face. Conan the Barbarian, apparently. Drunk old man, which I don't even think you can make your character look like a drunk old man, but I don't know, we'll see. And these are the Orlans, which are the tiny, basically their version of halflings or gnomes, probably. And then there's the female portraits. I really like that one. That's a cool one. Man, these are so good. Great art. Brave, apparently. Cool, so we are gonna choose... Well, let's make the character first. Let's see. His colors are gonna be... white? Kind of like that. Weird for a island-dwelling hunter druid to have this color combination, but we'll do that. And we will do... their hair matches their pants. I like the massive eyebrows. We'll go with that. Ooh, the crazy hair. You know what? We're gonna do that. They're gonna be punk rock elf. And there's no picture that fits this ridiculous character. So we're gonna go with that.
Hey there.
Now I am the leader of the group.
Shh.
Huh?
I'll lead the way. Ha!
Silence surrounds me.
Yeah, I kind of like
What is
Sinister
it?
for this guy. He just looks mean and pissed off and grumpy that they're in his swamp. Okay, we'll name them Pelt. Frample Pelt. Cool. So there is our druid elf, Frample Pelt, wood elf, who is from the Rautai culture and is a hunter. Cool. So let's restart. Do something new. Okay, we have a female. Oh man, that character already looks cool. Dang. I like it. Okay, anyways. Okay, so... we're gonna take out human and elf because I've already made characters in that. And we're gonna go with a godlike. The godlike are children of the Kith, civilized races, who have been blessed with physical aspects associated with the gods, though some do not consider it a blessing. These aspects may take many forms and often come with mystical powers. Aberrant head shapes are typical, and godlike are unable to wear protective headgear, as it is near impossible to find anything that fits. Because of their unusual nature and their inability to reproduce, godlike are often viewed with fear and wonder. They get a dexterity +1 and intellect +1. So yeah, you can't wear headgear with them, which is fine because I honestly hate headgear in games. I'm okay with that. But they are basically this world's tieflings, sort of. That's what I've always associated them with. We got the Death Godlike, the Fire Godlike, the Moon Godlike, which is my favorite, and the Nature Godlike. Nature's really cool too. Okay, let's do another dice roll. We're gonna make a Death Godlike. Death's Usher. When Death Godlike attacks an enemy with 25% or less endurance, their damage is increased. That's pretty cool. What do the other ones have? Battleforged. When reduced below 50% endurance, Fire Godlike glow like metal in a forge, gaining damage reduction and doing a small amount of fire damage to any creature who hits them in melee. Nice. Moon. Silver Tide. Every encounter when reduced below 75%, 50, and 25% endurance, Moon Godlike generate waves of healing moonlight that restore endurance to them and their allies. That's awesome. If I was to create a new character, I would totally do a Moon Godlike. And Nature Godlike, Wellspring of Life, grants a bonus to Might, Constitution, and Dexterity when endurance is below 50%. That's cool too. But we're doing Death. We are the opposite of those. Okay. Oh yeah, so the godlike take on the physical aspects of the race they're born into. So they can look like any of the other races size-wise, which is really neat. Is there a difference between... yeah, okay, that's cool. Humans and elves have different sizes, which I like. I like that a lot. Okay, so we're gonna roll... let's do a d6 and take out the 6. It's a 4. 2, 3, 4. Elf. So they're tiny. They're tiny. Okay. They're tiny. Race, or class. So we are going to take out Druid, make something new. A Paladin. That's cool. Okay. Paladins are the... they have an oath to a god, or not even really a god, right? Paladins are martial zealots devoted to a god, a ruler, or even a way of life. Yeah, so it doesn't have to be a god, but they have an oath and they're devoted to something, to a cause, a being, and their starting ability, Faith and Conviction. Paladins have an inherent bonus to all their defenses. Over the course of the game, the value of this bonus may shift based on the reputations the paladin gains related to the behaviors that are preferred by his or her order. That's really cool, actually. Paladin could be really fun in this game. Man, I'm kind of liking this build already. This would be an awesome character. Athletics +2, lore +1. Cool, so paladins are fucking awesome. I like this a lot. So I have a friend who played a paladin in my game, and it was the only character that died by their choice too. I gave them the choice because their god that they worshipped, they did not, well, they knew out of character, but in character they didn't know. Their god was a Lovecraftian elder god that was using him for a purpose, and he got him to that purpose and then was like, hey, I kind of want to take control now, so give me control, and you probably won't ever return to this world, but let me possess your body and defeat this evil that is my brother, sort of, or my sibling. And so, they stuck with their god. They were super loyal. I gave them an out. I had a way. There's another god that was speaking to them that they could switch over to, but they chose to give themselves to that god, and it was really interesting. So, little fun anecdote about my game that I just really liked. Ooh, Paladin Order. Oh, that's cool. Bleakwalker. The Bleakwalkers are soldiers dedicated to conducting warfare mercilessly and with extreme brutality in order to bring a swift end to conflicts. Favorite dispositions: cruel, aggressive, disfavored dispositions, benevolent, and diplomatic. I forgot there was Paladin Orders in this game that you can choose from. Darkosi Paladini. The oldest known Paladin Order in the world, the Darkosi Paladini, were founded as the guards of the Darkosi Palace in Grand Valia, over 2,000 years ago. Favorite dispositions: passionate, clever, disfavored dispositions, cruel, and stoic. Gold-Packed Knights. I have encountered these guys in the game. I know about them. The Gold-Packed Knights are an order of mercenary paladins who sell themselves for all sorts of defenses and offensive engagements. Stoic, rational, and disfavored, passionate, and aggressive. King Wayfarers, the most widespread paladin order. The King Wayfarers are guides and protectors for travelers, often people of limited means traveling in dangerous areas. Okay, that's cool. Benevolent, passionate, and deceptive and cruel. Shield Bearers of Saint Elka. Let's go with Elka. During a peace negotiation, an archer from the Kingdom of Adir shot the noblewoman emissary of Kulkin, Elka, in the arm, provoking battle. Oh, that's crazy. Anyways, they are well known for their honesty and skill in negotiations. That'll be a fun one. Honest, diplomatic, cruel, and aggressive. I don't know if you've noticed, but I prefer the talking and character interactions to combat in these types of games, which you'll find out the more I play. Let's see which one will be. I rolled a 3. So that is the Gold-Packed Knights. Probably the more boring of all these, but okay. Gold-Packed Knights it is. We'll choose Lay on Hands, I guess. It's a good spell. Not going to worry about that. Choosing one that's not Rautai. 1. Adir. The Adir Empire is currently the largest and most powerful force in this part of the world. It is centered in the equator, around the equator, and has a tropical climate. Though the Empire has colonies in numerous areas of the world, Greater Adir is at its heart and houses the majority of its human and elven nations. Resolve +1. Cool. Yeah, so each culture gives you different armor sets, which is really cool. I love that feature. It gives you different starting weapons. So yeah, we're going to be a deer, which this character is awesome looking. Their colors... Let's do that. They're going to be that. Head. Oh yeah, their heads get weird. This is like a makeshift helmet already. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, it kind of grew on this one. Let's do that. And then we'll do... Awesome. Cool.
I've got this. The better part of valor. I shall lead us. Let's go! Quickly and quietly.
Now I am leader of the group.
Stand together!
Keeping quiet.
Watch and learn. Let's go.
I'll go on ahead.
We're gonna choose...
I'm here.
Benevolent.
I'm flattered. Duh!
That voice actor sounds very familiar too. So yeah, here's our female death godlike. We're gonna name her... We're gonna name her Trickle Dickle. Trickle Dickle. Okay, so this is our female death godlike paladin of the Gold Pact Knights, from a deer who is a laborer, and their name is Trickle Dickle. Beautiful. Okay, I would totally play as this character. I want to do that actually, but that's not why we're here. We're here to make these characters. I took a break. I drank some water to help me speak more. I went to the bathroom, and I also looked up... I am embarrassed by this, but I looked up the voice actor for the Wagon Master, who is Richard Epcar, and I was wrong. It is not Colonel Roy Campbell from Metal Gear Solid. That is Paul Eiding, who is very great, and I mix them up because I'm a dumbass and I do that shit a lot. But Richard Epcar is very talented, very good voice actor. The game had to reset, so we are going to start with our next character. So we don't have Framplepelt, or Trickle-Dickle anymore. Framplepelt are Druid and Trickle-Dickle are Paladin, but we're going to move on to the next two. There are three. We're going to make one of each race. So next, we have a male Auman. The mighty Alma are the largest of the Kith races, and are commonly found in or near oceans. Though not truly aquatic, they have an affinity for water, and many of their civilizations, such as Rautai, are based on naval dominance. They are known for their unparalleled strength. Might, +2. Coastal or island? Coastal gets towering physique. Coastal Alma gain bonuses to defending against prone and stun effects. Island Alma, armed to the teeth. All Island Alma gain an additional weapon set. That's pretty cool. Let's roll for it. We get the Island. They look much different. Class. Okay, I rolled for a priest. That is a warrior priest if I've ever seen one. Priests are devotees of Eora's deities and practitioners of religious magic. While all priests dedicate themselves to specific gods, priests' power is actually derived from their personal beliefs. In contrast to most paladins, priests tend to focus on philosophy, teaching, and the relationships of religious organizations with common folk. Okay, that's pretty awesome. There's no cleric in this game, so I think priests are probably the closest thing to clerics. Starting abilities, holy radiance. Yes, they are definitely probably the cleric. They get a +2 to lore and +1 to athletics. Cool, so we're a priest. Our deity, Barath. Stoic and rational dispositions are favored, and passionate and cruel are disfavored. Aethas, benevolent and honest are favored, and cruel and deceptive are disfavored. Magren, aggressive, clever, disfavored, diplomatic, and passionate. Skane, favored dispositions, deceptive, cruel, and disfavored, benevolent, and aggressive. Whale, God of dreams, secrets, mysteries, and revelations. I like that. Favored, deceptive, clever, disfavored, rational, and honest. Okay. Let's roll the dice. Skane. Also known as the Quiet Slave, is the god of secret hatred, resentment, and violent rebellion. He is usually depicted as a small bald man covered in lash scars, whose ears and nose have been cut off. Ew, jeez. Okay, well, we got a fucked up god. Yeah, like I said, not really making these characters, so we don't have to really pay attention to that too much. Their culture. Let's roll for that. So we got the Living Lands. The Living Lands is the mountainous region of a large northern island renowned for its diversity of plant and animal life. Its weather is unpredictable and its ecosystem varied dramatically from valley to valley. The Living Lands are home to an assortment of races and a variety of colonial and independent settlements. Might, +1. I really like the Living Lands. They sound cool. I also like the White That Wins. That sounds cool too. But we're going to go with Living Lands. Background. Let's roll the dice. Hunter. We already did Hunter, so let's roll again. Colonist. You were part of a group that founded a fledgling colony on a distant land. Survival, +2. Cool, so he was a colonist priest. Colors. Yep, we're going to make him edgelord. And he's going to be black and red. Let's switch the colors. There we go. Skin color. Oh yeah, they have the markings. That's really cool. Head. Got some crazy tattoos. I kind of like that. Okay. So we have...
I'm here. Follow me.
My eyes are peeled.
Ready when you are.
I've got this.
Ha!
Let's keep quiet.
Oh? I shall lead us. Finish them!
Yes?
I find it funny that most of these voices are Sam Riegel, and I'm pretty sure some of them are Orion Akada as well.
Now I am the leader of the group.
He is gonna be...
Attack!
Silence surrounds me.
Let's go!
He's gonna be feisty. And his name shall be... Glorb... Knackle. Globknackle, the male island Alma priest of Skane, from the Living Lands, who is a colonist. That is our Globknackle, our priest. Okay. Next, we have 2 races left. So let's see what we have next. That is a female. We have Dwarf and Orlin left. Those are the only 2, right? Pretty sure. I'm not losing my mind. Okay. Dwarf is what we are going with then. Are they a mountain dwarf or a boreal dwarf? Oh, I should probably do that. Dwarf... By virtue of land covered and number of colonies settled, dwarves are the most well-traveled race in the world. They are commonly found in the Deerwood and Valian Republic, and almost any colonized land. Dwarves are known for their great strength and tenacity. +2 to might, -1 to dexterity, and +1 to constitution. Huh. Our races are Mountain Dwarf and Boreal Dwarf. Let's see what we roll for. We got the Mountain Dwarf. Mountain Dwarfs originated... blah blah blah... Hale and hardy. Mountain Dwarfs have a bonus to defend against poison and disease attacks. That's pretty nice. What do Boreal Dwarves have really quick? Hunter's Instincts. Boreal Dwarves gain plus 15 accuracy against any creature of the wilder or primordial types. Cool. But we're a mountain. Okay, class. So let's roll for this. Okay, we are a dwarf barbarian. This will be interesting. Brutes, madmen, berserkers. Athletics +2, survival +1. We're of course going to go with frenzy. Gotta go with the rage. That's this game's version of rage from D&D. Culture. We have 3 that we have not chosen already, so let's choose one. And we got the Deadfire Archipelago. Right, we have 3? I'm losing track of stuff. Anyways, the Deadfire Archipelago. Consisting of the nation of Nasitak. Dozens of Alma settlements and hundreds of lawless pirate-infested islands that stretch along the southern sea. Deadfire is home to Boreal Dwarves, Alma, and a mixed variety of other races. Deadfire Archipelago is the last stop for anyone headed east. A multitude of monstrous sea creatures infest the ocean beyond, making travel virtually impossible. Dexterity +1. For those who don't know, Deadfire Archipelago is the setting for the second game, Pillars of Eternity Deadfire, which I hope to play soon when that comes out on console. And I'll probably do that on this show as well if this does well enough. Okay, so what is their background? Oh man, a barbarian aristocrat would be so funny. Let's roll for it. A slave. Interesting. You have never known freedom. Shackles and chains have bound your existence, and someone has told you what to do your entire life. Athletics +1, survival +1. That would be interesting to play as a slave. I don't know how that would work in this game. I'm guessing... I'm pretty sure you're a free slave at this moment, but that would probably have some interesting dialogue options later in the game. Some interesting choices you could make. Okay, for this lady's characters... Oh, I kind of like that. Those blue-tipped feathers, the teal-tipped feathers, that's nice. They're going to be a little older. I'm down for it. Like the tattoos. Kind of like that hair. You know what? She's rocking that look. Okay. Man, not a portrait good for our dwarf here. That could have been her when she was younger. Huh? There we go. Let's go with that. That's probably the closest we'll get.
Easy now.
Yes.
I've got this. They won't see me coming.
I'm here.
Follow me. I'll teach you a lesson.
Easy does it.
I'll lead the way.
I don't know why I'm taking so long. We're just going to go with cocky. Okay, so this is our female dwarf. Oh wait, no, sorry, we got to name her. We have Framplepelt, Trickle Dickle, Glorbnackle, and and Hermaeus Mora from Elder Scrolls. So, this is our dwarf character. It is a female mountain dwarf barbarian from the Deadfire Archipelago who was once a slave named Hermaeus Mora from Elder Scrolls. Okay, and now for our last character, the Orlan, who is a male. A male Orlan, okay. And they are they hearth or wild? Hearth. They have minor threat. When attacking any target that is also being targeted by a teammate, Hearth Orlans convert some of their hits into crits. That's pretty neat. I said neat and nice at the same time. Defiant Resolve. After being subjected to a will attack, Wild Orlans temporarily gain a bonus to all defenses. That's cool too. Let's roll for it. They are a Hearth Orlan. Oh yeah, wow. The Wild look crazy, but they're Hearth. Their class, let's roll for it. They're a rogue. Okay, this will be cool. Rogues are vicious killers, feared for the brutality of their attacks. And they are sneaky as fuck. They get sneak attack. Stealth +1, mechanics +2. Cool. I like rogues a lot. They're gonna get crippling strike. And they are gonna be from... I think we have like 2 left. Old Valia and the White That Wins? Maybe a deer as well, I can't remember. We're gonna go with the White That Wins though. And they are gonna be... Oh man, it would be so funny to get Aristocrat again. But no, they are gonna be... You know what, I'm gonna take that roll. They're an Aristocrat. They're a aristocrat that looks like they are just a wild man. Okay, I like it a lot. You've lived your life amongst the nobility. Your days have been marked by lavish meals and extravagant parties. Your conversations peppered with talk of pedigree and bloodlines, lore +2. And you look like you've spent the last 10 years alone in the world, in the wild, eating rabbits and wearing their furs and feathers from feathered rabbits. With the blood-tipped feathers. Ooh, kind of like that. Oh, you could change their skin color. Let's... We're just making a wild character now. This is our last chance to. He's definitely gonna have a handlebar mustache. Those glowy ass eyes. Oh, yes. We're gonna do that. I like this crazy ass face, so we're gonna go with that.
Kill them all! Keeping an eye out.
Yeah. Let's go.
And they are gonna be called... Okay, this is Judge Fred, a male Hearth Orlan rogue from the White That Wins, who is an aristocrat. Judge Fred. Okay, so we have Framblepelt, Trickle Dickle, fuck, I'm already forgetting who our Owlman was. I'm blanking on it, but we got Hermaeus Mora from ESO, or Elder Scrolls, and Judge Fred. These are the characters that we have made. So yeah, the character creator is really cool. You can make very unique and different characters, and I like the different backstories. I like the well, there's great classes, but also some of the classes have like different things that are like the paladins god, or yeah, they're pact, the priest gods, the I think the cipher has something. No, I don't know, but they all have like really good, well built classes, and it's a great character customization system. I love the sub races. I love all the races. They're really cool. Like I said, I really kind of want to make our godlike paladin in my own game. I thought that character was awesome. So yeah, this is a really good game with a very good character creator. It's a great way to design a unique character and then put them in a world where it feels like you're actually playing a D&D game. Like, you have very good choices depending on the character that you created, which is cool. It's a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoyed this long look at the character creation. I hope you like this little taste. I'll hopefully get some feedback, see what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy my journey with Din Hinland. I'm sorry it is not the adventures of Judge Fred, but maybe one day you'll see Judge Fred return, staring
Into your soul.